Hello Pisces, welcome to your angel reading for October 2017. I am using the Saints and Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and the Enchanted Tarot by Amy Zerner and Monty Farber. This card here is the theme for the month, and this is about moving forward. Making your choices and moving forward with whatever decision it is that you're making. So let's look at what we have up here in the beginning here. We have steady progress. And with this card, we have the Four of Swords and the Ten of Hearts. The Ten of Hearts is about happy home, happy life, happy family, dancing for joy, celebration, all the happiness that you could possibly ask for. So this is this card here. So if you're making steady progress towards this happiness, and I think that's what we all strive for. We're all striving for happiness. Happiness, celebration, good times with your friends and your family. And it's a message that you're making steady progress towards this. This card means taking a break from it all. So maybe it's just a message about don't take a break. Just keep on moving. Keep that forward movement. The Six of Swords is about moving on and forward movement. And maybe the message is to maybe rest once in a while. Well, yes, okay. So rest once in a while. Here's the pause card. So maybe you're working a little too hard to get there. And it's okay to rest once in a while. Take a break from it. Then we have play music. This card keeps coming up in my readings. And I'm wondering if it's also a message for me. Maybe I need to play some music in the background. And here's the Queen of Hearts. So the Queen of Hearts, whether this is you or this is someone in your life, she's somebody who's very loving and nurturing. She's emotionally available and very giving, very kind, very motherly. And in terms of music, maybe that music will help bring about these qualities within yourself or within the person that you love or within the people around you. It's just, it opens up our hearts in a way. It kind of like stimulates our brains. I'm sure they've done plenty of studies on how music can alter your brain waves. I've actually seen some of those studies. So it can bring joy and happiness and love. It can open up your heart chakra and get you kick-started in your good feelings towards this happiness and this happy home. And here's the Eight of Wands. This is about something that's been set into motion, or it's just about communication. So music is communication of this. Communicates to the soul. Music is universal. You can listen to music from another culture, another country. It may or may not have any singing. If it does have singing and you don't understand the words, it doesn't matter because you can feel music. You can feel the emotions of music because it communicates to your soul. So that's the message there also, because this message is about let's bring joy and happiness into our lives, and music is one way of doing that. It taps into those good, feel-good emotions. And here's the feel-good emotions and sweetness. And what I'm seeing here with these two cards is about choices. And this card is about coming to a crossroads and having to make a choice about which way to go. So you need to choose the sweetness. You need to go in the direction where there's happiness and joy. And here's this little butterfly. I'll put that down for a second. Here's this little butterfly in the card, and when I see these, this represents metamorphosis. So if you're going through a transition right now and you're trying to decide which way to go, choose the option where you're going to feel happiness and joy. Sometimes we choose to go a certain direction in life because we feel like that's the best option for us in terms of the money or the payment, or that's where we should be living. And then we don't choose the option that would bring us tremendous joy and sweetness into our lives. And then we're stuck with that decision because we've gone down a path And we've moved away from the sweetness and the love. So this is about, if you have a choice to make, choose the direction that's going to bring happiness and joy into your life. The path of sweetness, which leads you over to this card. Because this is the ultimate goal right here, is this happiness and joy and dancing and celebration with your family. You've got kids in the background and you got grandma sitting up front here. And this is another card. This is another 2. This is about juggling. What things are you juggling? What do you need to let go of to lessen your burden, to make this easier for you, to make your choice easier for you? Here's all these nasty little snakes swirling around on this card. I don't know why this card has snakes. So don't choose the snakes and let go of the snakes. Let the snakes go. Go down the path and juggle the sweetness and find find the deer and the doe in your life. Where the deer and the antelope play, you know, that great place where we all live. And choose that in your life. Choose the things that are sweet. Choose the animals that are sweet. For those of you who are making choices about what animals to bring into your house as pets, bring the ones that are loving and will love you unconditionally. Because that message is for somebody, or it would not have popped into my head. So there you go. There's that message. And then here's this message for pause. So initially I thought maybe, you know, steady progress. Don't take a break out. But then here's this one that says pause. So if you're working too hard towards that happiness and that happy home, sometimes pause for a moment to appreciate what you have. Maybe you're looking too far into the future. You know, if this is you looking into the future and you're in your little sailboat, and look, they're kind of looking back. They're looking back at where they've been, and they're not really looking at where they're going. But I would say this is a message about taking a time to sit and to pause and enjoy the moment. Don't look ahead and don't look behind. Enjoy the moment. This is you here sitting, closing your eyes. Enjoy the moment that you're in. This is about the present moment, being in the present. And enjoying the present moment that you're in. Pause for a moment and appreciate what you have. I have to pick up the card I just dropped. Now here's the King of Swords. The King of Swords is somebody who's, whenever I see these cards, I think of judge and lawyer. They always pop to mind for me because the swords energy represents education, knowledge, and wisdom, and communication, and honesty and truth. And you can combine all of those into one, and you've got a judge and a lawyer right there. So the king is somebody who's on top of his game. He's in charge and command. He's in control. The swords energy is the intellect and the mind. So maybe the message here is to pause for a moment and get within your own mind. You know, this is you meditating. So get within your own mind and think about what you're doing. Don't rush forward without thinking it through. Make the honest choices and the truthful choices and decisions, but pause for a moment and stay in the moment and imagine, maybe think it through and imagine ways to reach your goal towards that happiness as the King of Swords. And then we also have the Ace of Hearts. So, you know, this is that emotional fulfillment. This is love. This is a new relationship. So pause for a moment. Feel the love for yourself within your own heart. If you don't love yourself, it's hard for other people to love you. And when you don't love yourself, you tend to attract people who don't love you either. So it begins with you, and it begins internally in your own energy. And if you need to meditate to clear out the energy within your own self and with your own aura and attract some of that more positive energy to you. But this is a message for a new beginning. So maybe there's a new person coming into your life. Maybe you're moving on and moving away from the person who was wrong for you, and you're moving on to somebody who's good for you. And you know, when I see water in the cards, the water is your emotions. And Pisces is a water sign. You're a mutable water sign, so you kind of go with the flow. This would be you sailing your ship and kind of going with the flow. You try to please, you aim to please, you live in your imagination. You're very creative. It's also creativity. These people are flowing away on their emotions, on their creativity, their sea of creativity, and maybe not really heading in any one direction in particular. Maybe they don't really want to. Maybe you like to float around and try new things and try different things. And then the next message is for sleep. So, I don't know, there's this message here about, you know, slowing down, being in the moment, pausing, and here's the message for sleep. So maybe you're overworking. Maybe you're just working too much and you need to take some time out, take some rest, and get some sleep. Maybe this King of Hearts is keeping you up at night. Maybe you are the King of Hearts and you don't get no sleep because you're floating on the sea. You're forever floating from one person to the next because you can't find the satisfaction, the emotional fulfillment that you're looking for. And you're floating around on your sea. There's plenty of fish in the sea, and you keep fishing for the new ones because the bigger and better fish is over there. So you have to keep floating over there. And you never quite get the right fish. And when you float around on your sea and, you know, you're plenty of fish, you're not getting any sleep. You're fishing too much. You need to sleep. You need to land that boat, dock your boat, get off, and sit here and meditate for a little while. Pause for a moment. You're wearing yourself out. I jest, but I have to because sometimes these are just too funny. So here's Nine of Pentacles. Oh, here you go. You need to stop. All right, King of Hearts. Here you are floating around. You're the mutable water sign floating around on your sea with plenty of fish, fishing, forever fishing because, you know, you guys love to fish. And you are pausing. You are taking a moment and you're fishing. You're enjoying yourself. There's lots of fish out there and they taste really good. They're awesome, aren't they? But you need to dock your boat because guess what? Here's the Nine of Pentacles. She's grounded. She's not out at sea. She's grounded. Look at him gazing at her. Oh, and she's all shy. She's like, oh, look at me. She's grounded. The Pentacles energy is grounded energy. She is on earth. She is in the woods. You need to dock your ship and go into the woods and find her. She's under her tree. She's in the jungle with the parrots. You're not going to find her out there in the sea with all of the other fish. She's special. She's in the woods under her tree looking for you, but you're out in the ocean, so she can't find you. So sometimes the people that you think you want aren't really what's best for you. And then you might find somebody in a place and in a location and in a time and a kind of person that's completely different from what you thought you wanted. Maybe you thought you wanted a fish, but she's not a fish. Here's the deer. She's out in the woods with the deer. She's roaming around with the deer and the antelope. You know that song where the deer and the antelope play? Or the buffalo roam? I wish I could sing it, but it's not all coming to me at the moment. Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play. That's where she is. She's playing with the deer and the antelope. You know what? That's not a deer. I think that is an antelope or something like that. That has horns on it. I don't know what that is. But that's where she is. She's out in the prairie. She's out in the woods. She's out in the country somewhere. And you're too busy looking in the ocean for the fish. And she's not out there with the fish. So maybe the person you're looking for isn't... You're looking for the wrong kind of person. Maybe you're just looking for the wrong kind of person. Because she's someone new and she's somebody that you could love. But you need to go look elsewhere for her because she's not in the same location where you've been looking. All right, speak your truth. What kind of truth do you need to speak? Here's the Two of Hearts. This is turning into a relationship reading here. Two of Hearts is about partnership. It's about relationship. It could be a partnership at work. Maybe this is about speaking your truth with your partner at work. The Seven of Pentacles is about being rewarded for all of your hard work. Reaping the benefits of your hard work. So this could be work related. If there's a partnership at work and you're not speaking up, maybe you need to speak up. Speak your truth. Voice your opinion. Don't sit quietly and go with the flow and do whatever everybody else tells you to do. Maybe you need to speak up at work and let them know what your opinion is, because your opinion is valuable. And maybe if you're the quiet one that always sits there, when you do finally speak, people listen to you because you're quiet most of the time. And you go with the flow, and all of a sudden you have this idea. It could be a really great idea. Now, in terms of relationships, if we want to look at this as a relationship, it's also about speaking your truth. Be authentic to who you are. Be authentic. Show yourself as you truly are and be authentic. Because if you're inauthentic, you attract someone to you who's attracted to that persona you portray, but that really isn't who you are inside. So if you want the loving relationship and you're not finding it, then speak your truth. Be who you are. Let people know who you are. And then this is your investment into that relationship. So if you're going to make an investment into the relationship, then you need to speak your truth. And be authentic to who you are. Dock your ship, because the person you're looking for isn't where you've been searching. You've been out at sea searching in the wrong place. And that person is not there for you. So this is you. This is a good card to represent you, because you're a mutable water sign. You float around. You aim to please, and you go where you need to go and do what you need to do. And your ultimate goal is this happiness up here, and this joy and happy family, happy home. And here's a transformation that you're making from your single fisherman days to finding your partner and building your cabin in the woods. So those are all my metaphors for today. I threw out a bunch of them. Thanks for watching, Pisces. Look up your other readings. I've done other ones as well. I have done a relationship reading. I don't know what that, I've done so many, I couldn't tell you offhand what yours was about, whether it's anything similar to this or not, because this really did have a heavy focus on relationships, because it started with this one up here. So check your relationship reading. There's another general reading, which might not be relationship. It might be something completely different. Check that one as well. And subscribe if you haven't done so. I'm a brand new channel. It's easier to find me if you subscribe. You can turn off notifications, or you can turn them on if you want them. And then when I start uploading videos for next month, which I'll start doing in the middle of October, I'll start uploading videos for November. And I'll put more information out there about how to contact me personally to do personal readings. I just haven't sorted all of that out yet, how to do that through my YouTube channel. And so keep checking back for more information. All of your videos are in a playlist. If you go to my channel, click on the playlists tab at the top and look for the Pisces folder. And all the Pisces videos are in there. You can just watch all your Pisces videos. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you next month. Take care and God bless.